Hello, welcome to the House of the Spirits. Welcome home. This reading today is about the unexpected and fast. So let's see. For pile number 1, we have Gemini, Taurus, Leo, and Libra. Your card is Creation. For pile number 2, we have Aquarius, Sagittarius, Aries, and Virgo. Your card is the Arbiter. For the third pile, we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Capricorn. Your card is Lovers. Okay, I will give you a moment for you to choose your pile using the cards, the zodiac signs, or just your intuition. I will see you in your reading. Pile number 1. So what is happening unexpectedly and fast for you? So you have the card Creation, and this is about innovation. This is about also working for something that gives you a tremendous sense of achievement. So I think that you will have a creative approach to something. And maybe that's like you have this unexpected inspiration, or maybe inspiration comes from somewhere unexpected. Okay. So your OM for today, Okay, so your OM is Court. Interesting. So this is the apple tree, and it's about choosing what is beautiful. Right. So this is whatever you're creating, you're going to discover something that you weren't aware of if you choose what's beautiful. So it seems a very clear, like a very clear message. Okay, let's get you some more cards. So what is unexpected and fast for you? The Master Maker. So yeah, mastering something that it's something that gives you a sense of achievement. I feel like you know what it is, so what you're working for, or what you're working towards. It's just the way that it's going to be unexpected, or the way you do it, how creative it is, the inspiration, where it comes from. The Guardian at the gate, and Penelope Dreamweaver. Right, so maybe you will have an unexpected dream, or an unexpected like epiphany or enlightenment that comes in a dream or daydreaming. I feel like this is waking, so a waking dream. So you're not asleep. You're not asleep. Maybe you're just at the threshold. Your mind just wanders for a while, and it's a light bulb moment. It's like a stroke of genius. So you're going to, and maybe it comes after you choose to do something beautiful, like you choose something because it's beautiful, and it can be something very small, very mundane, like you're at the supermarket and you choose the most beautiful apple or the most appealing to you. And because I just got this example because this OM is the apple tree, and the apple is such a powerful symbol. And so choosing the right apple, not the poisonous apple or the apple of the serpent, choosing the right apple, the apple that is the most beautiful, the most high. So choosing something like that, very humble. And then you get this realization about what you're doing, about something that is very important to you, very important for your achievement, whatever it is. Rich girl. Sorry. Yeah. Rich girl. Expectation. And meetings. Right. So either this is someone that comes to you with this inspiration in the physical realm, or someone comes to you in this dream, in this or you hear the voice, you meet them, you meet their energy. But I feel like you invoke it first by choosing something beautiful, by being confronted with something beautiful, enjoying something beautiful, maybe. Well, yeah, so it can be that you are like enjoying a movie or listening to music, or you're seeing a museum, you're seeing art, something like that, and there's a message that comes through. That's of course very, very common for people who are highly sensitive to understand those signs and to understand how art and how culture or create other people's creativity can also trigger powerful symbolic energy in our psyche, and it can also help with magical operations. That's strange, because I feel like this master maker character here is giving me these like magician vibes. It's like his staff is like a wizard staff also. It's like the staff has its own energy, its own mind, that is also revealed by the actions of the magician. And creation is something that is akin to magic. So it appears to be something that comes from nothing, right? It comes from inspiration, it comes from spirit, it comes from God, it comes from source, whatever you want to call it. And it comes to you in a moment of transition. And I feel like this transition is the moment where you choose. The choice of beauty, like choosing to see the beauty in something or choosing the most beautiful thing for you. Okay, that's a lot of cards, but I feel like these two cards, they want to wait. I don't know why. Maybe this is a part. I feel like this reading is also a part of some kind of magical operation. So I'm not sure. And I don't want to get like too self-conscious about what I'm doing, I'm just going to, yeah. So Saturn in Pisces with loss. Mercury in Scorpio with extremism. Right, okay. And Venus in Scorpio with secrets. Venus in Aquarius with detachment. The beauty, so Venus, secrets, detachment. Okay. Moon in Gemini with adaptability. So now I feel like there's something else here. It seems to be about a person. And I'm not sure if you're changing your mind about someone or you are changing the situation. So now I feel like this great achievement, this objective, has something to do with a specific person in your life, or with the influence of a group of people. And there's something here about losing connection and also changing the connection, changing how you connect. So maybe this person that comes through, or this energy, this personality, this spirit that comes through when in this threshold moment that comes to you with inspiration, this might also be the realization about someone, like what happened between you really, and how things should be, because you also adapt your stance, you choose something different, and the whole relationship also changes. You meet again, but on a completely different level. So now I don't know if the creation, your creation, is a relationship, or is your part of the relationship. Like, what is your part? What part do you play in this relationship? Or if this person is participating in some sort of creation with you. So I will get the tarot, and I know I have to say these for later, so let's get the tarot first. Okay. Two of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Yeah, there you go. I guess it is a relationship. Doesn't need to be romantic. Let's see what it is about. Eight of Cups. So yeah, the detachment. So it feels like you're not together now. You're together in a different way, let's say. So the relationship is transforming. That's not the unexpected part, really. It's not the distance. It's some other, it's the process. You're getting some sort of epiphany about this relationship, and it's going to feel unexpected. Yeah, Ace of Swords, the truth. You're going to realize something like, I didn't know that this person felt like this, or that I felt like this, something like that. I didn't realize this. 10 of Pentacles. Maybe you're sensing some kind of opportunity with this relationship. Maybe that you missed an opportunity, or that this person missed an opportunity, or that there would be more. That there's some kind of potential that was unrealized. And I just noticed that on this card, I never saw this before. The Two of Cups. You see that there's like a piece of her hair. I'm not sure if it is, but I think it is. Her hair is so long that it moves out of frame and then it enters the frame again. Or is it the root of the tree? I'm not sure. It's so strange, that shape there. So now I'm just intrigued. I'm not sure why. Let's see. Maybe there's something about hair. Nine of Wands. Seven of Swords. Temperance. Right. Okay. So we have the Emperor. Six of Wands. The King of Swords. And I feel like these two. Also, the Chariot and the Hierophant. So this is going to be good news. Whatever it is, I feel like it's going to change your mind, but it's going to be a very positive change. I don't see any regret or feelings of loss. It feels like whatever this is, if it is positive and if it is something that you feel like it's a good achievement in your life, you're going to evolve with it, and it's going to evolve with you. You're going to grow with it. It's going to grow. You're going to do... I feel like your will is advancing with this relationship. So maybe you'll change your mind about this person, or about the way you should address this. And I feel like you're very like, now I know what to do. And I feel like once you make this decision, it's going to be very fast. And also maybe you were deciding to take the initiative instead of waiting for something to happen. I feel like you're making up your mind about something. About someone specific. that something is a relationship. I feel like that's, yeah. Maybe you want to take things to another level. You want to be more serious about it. There's this feeling of responsibility, but in a good way, not like it's heavy. And it's something like, maybe this is not exactly what I have dreamt of, but there's this hope that you can make it into what you have hoped for. And it's not about changing the other person, it's much more about changing the relationship and having the knowledge that you have the power to change that. Acknowledging that you have the power to change the relationship into what you want if you take the initiative of transforming it. This is not necessarily romantic, but it is something that requires commitment. Okay, so let's get you these final cards. So Mars in Pisces with escape, and Mercury in Cancer with intuition. Right. And so now I get this feeling of make or break. So it's like, no, I'm going all in, and if it has to break, then it breaks. It doesn't matter. It's like the best way to get over this is to get through it, to fully, to like accelerate the process. I feel like that's what you're going to decide. What is unexpected here, I feel like, is you deciding to take the initiative, and also that moment of truth, like realizing that you are more empowered, that you have more authority, and that you have more power over what is happening than you give yourself credit for. Because maybe you were trying to distance yourself from that power, and by distancing yourself from the person, you could not get, you wouldn't get too close to that power, because it comes with the responsibility, it comes with the possibility of failure. But I feel like it's like this situation needs to be tested, and you need to also test yourself. That's the most important thing here, is that you need to know yourself through this. But you are the creator of this. You're not like passively waiting for the other person to do something, to say something, to reveal themselves. I feel like you might have certain suspicions about what the intentions of this person are, or what is going on in their mind. And the way to heal that, the way to heal doubt and suspicion, and to not get triggered in any way, is to push through. It's to show yourself for who you really are, including that responsibility and that authority. And that is commitment. So whatever this is, it might require you to commit, to also maybe sign contracts. But it is a win. It is something that you want. If this is not your situation, and if this is not what you want, then this is not your reading. This is an achievement for someone who I am reading for today. And maybe you're kind of on the fence here, and there's this fear of commitment. But I feel like you're going to realize that you're losing an opportunity, or you're losing yourself. You're losing a part of yourself if you let this go away, just fade away, or if you let it be distant from yourself. Yeah. If I feel like you have to get closer. You have to get closer again, or you have to get closer just in absolute terms. So yeah, and this is a fast process. So when you decide what to do, everything is really fast. It's like things move really fast. Maybe that's also scary. Maybe that's also a bit like there's a kind of a vertigo. But I feel like this hint of intuition, this stroke of genius, like, now I know how to do this without being dishonest, or without being afraid, without being on the fence, without transmitting some kind of insecurity, because you'll be illuminated by an idea. I feel like you're going to have this light bulb moment, and that light bulb moment is very unexpected. So maybe how it happens is really strange, or you're really not seeing how this idea could emerge. And maybe this is original. There's some kind of originality to how this idea emerges. And I feel like it's like watching a movie, listening to music, or doing something like that. There's something kind of creative about, even if it's another person's creativity, there's this inspiration. Like you see a movie and you realize, yes, this person is actually the right person for me, or for what I'm doing. And you decide to chase that opportunity full power, like full steam ahead. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I would also like to say that memberships are already available. I am preparing some very special content for my members. I would also like to invite you to book a personal reading. I'm also available for that, and this season is very special for that. I have some special gifts for people who subscribe, and who subscribe to the newsletter, and who book personal readings. And yeah, thank you so much for this. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye. Pile number 2. So what is happening unexpectedly in your life? You have the Arbiter. So there's going to be some kind of a reckoning. Someone is going to be held accountable for something they did. So let's see, how is this going to happen? And it's going to be fast. No, okay. So you have 2 Ogham that want to come out. Interesting. So first you have the Alum, and this is about having a broader perspective on something. And then you have Lewis, and this is about protection from enchantment and also control of your senses. So yeah, this is going to happen in December, definitely, or this month, whenever you are watching. Right. So someone is going to be held accountable, because there's going to be a broader context to what they did. Okay. So what else can we get about what is happening unexpectedly for pile number 2? Okay, is there anything more? Okay. The singer of intuition, ecstasies, ecstasies, yes, and death. Okay, maybe like this. Okay, so what is this about for pile number 2? You have his thoughts, a long way, house, and finally bereavement. Right. So there's an abrupt change here that is related to a loss of someone or a loss of something. It can be a loss of a structure that is stable. There's some kind of loss of stability here with house. House can mean whatever you feel at home, or what brings stability to your life. But I think that you're getting closure. You're getting closure on something related to your stability, related to someone that represents that stability. It can even be like a figure of authority. I think you're going to be affected by a sudden accountability process, justice, legal process that is going to impact someone in your vicinity. But it's actually going to be very positive, although it is an abrupt change, and it is a change. There's also this period of first trying to understand what happened, of controlling our senses, so not being pushed over by whatever is the latest talking point or whatever people are saying about something. So there's this need to be very in tune with what is happening, and very critical, let's say, using judgment, controlling the senses, and being protected from enchantment. So not being fascinated or mesmerized by entertainment or sleights of hand or dubious rhetoric. I feel like in this pile there's this you're going to be affected by like social, legal, political even changes, and they're so abrupt. They seem like very radical, but the change is so that the perspective is enlarged. So you have a broader vision of what is happening. This might have like a very shocking effect, to the senses. And I feel like that's with ecstasies here and Lewis, you need to be careful with your senses. Like if people are very alarmed by something or very, I don't like to use this word, but maybe a bit hysterical about something, try to calm down the senses, the stimuli, calm down and just see the basics of what is happening. See the very, like the skeleton, let's say. Take the meat off of it and take the appearance, the smell, the presentation. Take the presentation out of what is happening and see the structure. Only the structure. What is holding that up? Does that hold up? Does that hold up? And that might mean that you have to transform something in your life or adapt to a transformation. Yeah. Okay. So you have the Sun in Virgo with health. Mars in Pisces with escape. Mars in Sagittarius with domination. Sun in Cancer with resourcefulness. There you go. Mercury in Leo with drama. And Saturn in Sagittarius with fulfillment. Yes. So this card to me is connected to the Exorcist. This is about ecstasies. This is about you going for something that you really want because you clear away the misunderstandings or the debris that is left behind after some kind of upheaval that I think is all around you. It's more like the context. This is a lot about context, this reading. Your context, what is happening around you, and the decisions you make according to what is happening around you. It's like what is the output after the input? What are you going to do about it, let's say? And it feels like they're trying to block your access to resources, but you might have to fight for them or to adapt so you get to them anyway. Because I feel like they're rightfully yours. So you might witness an opportunity to fight for what is rightfully yours. And it is about what is happening in the collective, something in the legal system, justice, political system. Yeah, the legal framework of something is changing. And you're going to see an opportunity here, but it's also going to be scary somehow. Like there's a lot of noise, like yelling even. Maybe the people are yelling at each other. They're yelling. They're screaming at each other. Something's not right, but it's going to be made right. Also by what you decide to do for yourself. Maybe you're not going to be able to change the whole situation, but you're going to be able to adapt to what is coming and to change your situation, your personal situation, to get access to something that is due to you. Okay, so Princess of Swords. Six of Wands. Very disruptive moment. Are you getting some sort of win in court? Maybe that's also something that can be happening, much more personal. Some sort of win in a legal battle. The Devil. Maybe even compensation, or people like they want to negotiate. That's possible. Five of Wands. I feel like you're going for it. Like, I'm going to battle. I'm going into battle. Like, I want to fight for this. I have the right to fight for this. Prince of Swords. Yeah. I feel like you're going to have this something in the collective, in the legal framework of what you are doing or what you want to achieve is changing in your favor. And I feel like unexpectedly you're going to get the information about it. But what's interesting here is that when you get the information, it seems like it's the opposite. And when you read the fine print and when you understand what's happening in detail, you realize, no, this is actually the opportunity that I need. So I feel like there's this kind of scare at first, because you think you're going to lose something precious. But in reality, you're going to have access to something even better, or to what is rightfully yours. Anyway, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, both of these, the Universe and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so that's the loss here. I lost the stability. The stability is lost. But with this loss of stability comes an opportunity. It's also the beginning of the opportunity, the opening. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. You have 3 aces in this reading. It's the beginning of the opportunity. It's actually the beginning. So now I see bereavement here as people witnessing something dying, something going away. People are witnessing this burial, because bereavement here for me is not only about the grief of the loss, it's more about the ceremony. So the witnessing, the group, that is, this is not like the private grief struck moment of melancholy and sadness and missing whatever is disappearing. It's more like the official ceremony. So it's the closure. There's a structure that is ending, and because of that ending, there's a reckoning, and there's something broader, something opens up, something. It's like I can breathe better because something, now I can start something new. Now I can start something new because this is finished. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah. You have 4 aces. So yeah, I feel like this is your reading. Right here. This is all you need to know. And wow. So whatever the situation looks like, you are winning. That's undeniable here. Like winning the lottery, winning at building the life you want, building a family that you want, the relationship that you want, accomplishing, feeling like you have opportunity. It's like the path. So to me, this is like imagining the 4 directions. and having your life presented to you like you can go wherever you want. You have the four directions are open to you. The paths are open. You whatever you want to start now is good. Now is the time to start something also. So if it looks like it's hopeless, it's not. If it looks like everything is lost, it's actually the beginning. It's actually the all the resources are coming somehow. And I don't know, it seems magical, but it's not magical. It's actually just very, it seems very material too. So I don't know what you're doing, but you're getting maybe a big sum of money because you have this bag here full of money with fulfillment, Saturn in Sagittarius. So yeah, whatever the drama is, whatever the if people are afraid and they're very making a lot of noise and very negative and saying that everything is lost, everything is hopeless, there's no way things are going to get better, it feels like you're getting this opportunity because of that, or after that, or it shows itself in that moment. So maybe that's what is unexpected too here. It's like you're expecting some sort of upheaval, or you're in the middle of an upheaval and there's a lot of feelings of loss, especially loss of certainty, loss of stability. But actually, no. And there's one other thing that I forgot. And you have someone thinking about you, his thoughts. And I feel like this Prince of Swords here might have something to do with that. So I feel like someone is thinking about how they can help you, or their actions are going to trigger an opportunity. I'm not sure if they're so benevolent. They seem like very cold. Like they're this Prince of Swords, just they might bring a message. And it's not about who they are. I don't think it centers on them. It's centered on them. It's just you. So it's like you were trying to make things better or fairer, and you were dealing with a lot of unfairness, with some kind of system that wasn't working for you, wasn't giving you what you are entitled to. And it's like, I'm never going to get there. I'm never going to get justice, or I'm never going to win the lottery. I don't know. This is just something that I thought, because these aces, it's just such a like a lucky, blessed energy that I feel it's almost like, and I'm not saying you should bet, but if it's not something that will hurt your life, sorry for the noise. And I really don't like to address these subjects, because I think that sometimes they seem just like they disempower us. It's like I leave it up to luck, and it's not useful. I don't think it's very useful to talk about such things in a tarot reading, or in these sort of energy stories, let's say. But there's something about that. So maybe just thinking about it, thinking about being lucky, and doing things with, like, I am lucky, I am blessed, but with luck. Because maybe you're facing something that is very, there's a lot of energy of loss and defeat, even around you, like people are feeling that that sense of loss and defeat, of a system, of stability, of structure, of something reliable, something that they can rely upon. And I feel like you turned it around in a very, very unexpected way. And it seems like it happens in a moment where you really feel that drama, that it intensifies somehow. Like people are lost around you, or you talk about is how bad things are. There's a lot of negativity. There's some kind of like hopelessness, a sense of imprisonment. And I feel like you suddenly you kind of go with the flow of something, and you discover like this hidden path, this shortcut to something. And yeah, it's kind of, it's present in your energy. It's about you. It's not about what happens around you or even this person. I feel like all they are is just a channel. Very interesting. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would also like to invite you to check out the membership tiers, because I am at this moment creating a lot of special material for my members. And I would also like to invite you to order a personal reading. I am available for those at the moment. You can check my email in the description box below. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye. Pile number 3. So, what is happening unexpectedly and fast for you? You have the Lovers, and Lovers is about a deep bond with someone, a devoted relationship, an intimate connection. It can also be about soulmate energy, although I'm not really fond of how that word is used. I feel like it lost its meaning a bit. But let's see. Okay, so you have and this is the axis. Sweetness and pleasure and intelligence. The axis. But it also looks like two like a couple embracing, facing each other, or even two mouths kissing, like in the card. So, wow, this is really a place of connection. Okay, so very interesting beginning. Let's see what else do we have for this unexpected and fast event. I feel like this one too. Okay. So you have Solus, the singer of initiation, the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. Wow, this is one of my favorite cards, and it's about love. It's about receiving love. So wow, beautiful reading. And death. Wow, transformation here. This might also be about something that begins, because you have death and initiation, death and rebirth. So this might be about a new cycle in a relationship. I feel like if you are in a relationship that feels like this one, it can even be to spirit too, with soul is here, to God, to spirit, a relationship with an aspect of your spirituality, or a soulmate that might no longer be in this plane of existence, but the connection is there. Whatever this is, I feel like it's about a powerful moment of connection. And maybe even like reigniting something, reigniting a connection. Okay. Rich, good gentleman. A change. Unexpected money. The unexpected. And work, occupation. I feel like this is the same person. Maybe on different days, the same person wearing the same shirt, the same pants, different hat, a scarf. Maybe they're doing something different. Someone is working on something different. Work, occupation is about work. So I feel like there's a connection, like a deep soulmate connection that is going to affect how you work. You're going to find treasure in this connection, in this relationship. It feels like it's a very intimate relationship. It feels like it's going to feed your soul. That's why I'm feeling this soulmate. So it's something that feeds your soul. But you're changing the way you do something. It's like you have a strategy here with rich good gentleman, like you have a strategy. It's playing out, but you're changing something. You're changing, it changes you, it changes how you work. This relationship changes how you work, or the work that you're doing. You might even change careers because of this relationship. And I'm not saying that you're kind of codependent or that you're creating unnecessary cords, let's say, with this person. I feel like whatever happens is truly transformative. It's truly an initiation into something that you want, that you like. It's not that you're being pressured or coerced or emotionally blackmailed. There's no negativity here. So if you feel like you suspect these kinds of feelings, maybe there's something worrying you, I don't feel like this reading is for you. It is a transformative moment, so there might be a bit of this pull. There's this magnetic pull to that is coming from the fear of change, but I don't think that it's too strong or that it's very important. Okay, just one big pile of cards. Okay, so we have Mars in Sagittarius with domination, Mars in Capricorn with authority, Moon in Gemini with adaptability, Moon in Aries with protection. And finally, Mercury in Aries with restlessness. So I got something like, I can't wait to put this in practice. I can't wait to experiment with this. I can't wait to dive into this. Maybe, I don't know, do you learn something from someone and you really want to put it to the test, like you want to experience it, you want to throw yourself into this experience? So this is how it affects your work. Like there's a lot of loving energy here. Like you get something beautiful from this connection, something that is unique. And for some of you, this might be romantic. And I feel like in the moment that is unexpected here, is a moment when intellect and the body harmonize, they align perfectly. Reason and passion, reason and emotionality and emotional depth align perfectly. I don't think you're expecting this to be so powerful. I'm also seeing something like, I can't wait to get into this, but I won't tell a soul. Like I won't say anything. I just want to do this in secret, or I just want to enjoy this in secret, or like separated from the world, separated from all the things that might interfere with the enjoyment. It's like you want to silence everyone and everything in your life so that you can just enjoy that. It's a bit like being infatuated, like you just want to be with that person 24/7, and all you see is that person, all you think about, and it's being enamored, being infatuated. Although it's very, very powerful, it sometimes is very short-lived. But I feel like you're like using that energy to work. I don't know how this applies. I feel like there are many ways that this can apply, and I'm not sure if I should be very specific here. Fertility, the Empress with Estanatlehe. Beautiful. So there's something aesthetic also here with the Empress to me. Something aesthetic, feminine and elegant, sophisticated, fascinating, romantic. Three of Pentacles, work, romantic work. This is so strange. Well, it's not strange. It's just that I'm not sure how exactly these energies are harmonizing. Maybe you work in something aesthetic, like interior design or architecture. Like there's this enjoyment from that, or you have this intense, loving, passionate experience, and you see some kind of aesthetic value, or you see a kind of beauty that you've never seen before. Maybe it comes from that infatuation, like you get infatuated you fall in love with something specific about a person or about something you love. The star, Inanna. Wow. Something you've dreamt of, something you've singer of initiation. I feel like Inanna here, the star is also related to that initiation. Maybe there's some that like this is the spiritual aspect of this. I'm not sure yet. Okay, Princess of Cups. That artistry. Yeah, the Princess of Cups is very artistic. And Ten of Cups. Wow. It's the whole, getting the whole package, the full package, right? So I feel like you're going to have this moment that the moment itself is unexpected, where you're going to maybe be you're going to dive into a feeling that is unfamiliar or unusual in your life lately, where you'll feel like you're being hugged by loving energy. And it's also beautiful, like it awakens you to the beauty of a situation, to the beauty of a person. And there's something that is going to inspire your work because of that. I don't know, maybe it's how this person dresses, it's how they speak, it's how they move. Maybe you're a photographer and this person is like a muse, like a great source of inspiration. There's something like that, like being fascinated by something and also being enveloped in this loving energy. Um, it's like it's all around you. It really feels like infatuation, like when you have this really like puppy love energy. Four of Cups, Queen of Cups. Okay, these two together. Eight of Staves and the Moon. Huh. Maybe it's like a fleeting moment. Maybe you want to like hang on to it. You want to hang on to it. And you will, because it will be somehow crystallized in something that you're working on. But I feel like you're going to want to retreat a bit and to maybe do things in secrecy. It's like I want to enjoy this on my own. Like I had this beautiful moment and now I want to enjoy it. I want to revel in the memory of it also. Daydream and to yeah, it's like I want to stop time. I want to just be, I want to freeze time. I want to just be like that forever. It's very, it's a bit childish, but it's so innocent and true and beautiful and pure. I like it so much. It feels really good. So I'm not afraid of this moon because I feel like it's about the secrecy. It's about keeping it like treasure for yourself, at least for a while. Seven of Cups. These two cards came together. Five of Staves and the Sun. Just One more. King of Swords. Right. So, I feel like this reading is also warning you of something, is that if you want to transform things, not to transform, sorry, if you want to make this dream come true, you will have to come out of that daydreaming state and to kind of struggle with reality, struggle with the truth. And maybe the truth is sometimes a bit cruel. It can be sometimes a bit cold-hearted, and but it's if you think that truth is also part of love, truth is not a higher, truth is not higher than love. So truth has to be a part of love. If you would think about like a sort of hierarchy of values to hold on to, love would be at the top and truth would be just below. This is just a mental image, so I'm not judging. This is just what is coming up in my mind, and I'm experimenting. So yeah, bear with me. So if truth is a part of love, it means that in order for you to harness that energy that's very innocent and pure, and it's pure love that comes from having this connection, either this connection to spirit or maybe embodied by the connection to someone, or a connection like a soulmate connection. It can transcend space and time, doesn't matter. So in order to harness that energy, you will have to kind of wake up from the daydreaming and the kind of contemplative, secret moment of intimacy. And you will have to start kind of breaking it apart so that you can understand how it works, so that you can also get those pieces and put them into your work. This is very subjective. So it's yeah, maybe that's the trick here, is that you will also think this is so subjective. How can I go from this very general idea of abstract idea of love and put it into this very limited medium, or into this very limited situation? It's like you feel like you're destroying it. So you might not, there's kind of an inner conflict. You might not want to do it. But I feel like the great blessing comes from also from understanding that you're not destroying it by breaking it apart. You are just making it more intelligible, and therefore you are also presenting something to others that represents that love. Although it's just a tiny fraction of it, it's like a very tiny fraction of what you have felt. And it's very hard for you to break it apart like that, because it's as if you're also separating yourself from it, and it feels like a child being separated from the mother, or like being separated from a lover when you're really infatuated and passionate, and it feels awful. It's like it feels bad. So there's this inner conflict, like I want to be there forever, I want to feel like that, I want to feel that kind of ecstatic moment of love, and I want to feel that connection. Maybe this is also really spiritual, really maybe it's your understanding of God, your understanding of the divine, I don't know. But there's something beautiful in relationships. So maybe you're also the kind of person who really experiences the divine through relationships, through the love of the other, through the sweetness and the pleasure of of connecting, of fusing yourself, your emotional body with the other person's emotional body. But I feel like there's this transformation now where you're going to understand how to harness that energy, use it without feeling like you have to destroy it, or without feeling like you have to be cold and distant. Well, you do have to, sorry, you do have to be a bit, it will feel like it. I'm not going to lie. That's how it's going to feel. But it's not going to be what people will see and what people will feel, because it's still going to be there. So I feel like you're going to be like initiated into this kind of magical operation that's very transformative for you, where you're going to, it's going to be very life-changing. Maybe people will also look at you and see a different person. Like even your face might change, because there's something about like love transforming you. Love transforming. And even when, yeah, I feel like when you do things that you would think that were cruel, like I'm picking this apart, I'm being so cruel. If I do things this way, it seems like a very cold approach. It's not, this way of representing this is not enough for me. It's very frustrating. I feel like that's going to change. Like you're going to be able to put a lot of your soul into what you're doing, because you're experiencing this love connection here. So if it is a beautiful romantic relationship, congratulations. It seems like it doesn't matter if the relationship is going to last or not. And I don't see any kind of problem here at all. You have the 10 of Cups. So, but it's more like the quality is really, it has a lot of texture. It has a lot of complexity. And although it is a bit like naive and childish because it's pure, it's also very nutritious and very, yeah, nourishing. So I would say congratulations if you are able to live your emotional body like that, because there's a lot of pain in the world that can block this. So that's already an enormous victory over the challenges of life, I would say. It's a bit like love overcomes everything. Yeah, love overcomes all. And it is, I feel like you're turning that into a much more complex understanding for yourself. I feel like this is also a continuation of another reading I did, right? So I feel like the reading I did before this one also had something to do with the experience, this experience. So maybe, yeah, this is a collective that is experiencing this deepening. That is very, very interesting. And I'm very honored to witness this beautiful transformation. Beautiful. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please check out my membership tiers. I hope that I will present a lot of content very soon, very special for my members and also the subscribers, the newsletter subscribers. So please feel free to check out my website, and I'm also available for personal readings at the moment. You might want to check out my email in the description box below. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye.